LisaT, coming at you with some positive energy, reading The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beattie. I'm reading July 10th. I don't know if this is now duplicating. I don't know, for some reason it didn't load. So anyways, here we go again. I just did this. So, okay, ending relationships, July 10th. Did I say it's me, LisaT, coming at you? Anyways. Okay, it takes courage and honesty to end a relationship with friends, loved ones, or a work relationship. So we're talking about relationships in general. Relationships with, your coworkers, relationships with your families, relationships with old groups of friends, your relationship to food, your relationship to yourself even are included in this. Like a relationship, we ride along, we're relating to ourselves, relating to other people, anything that we're relating to. So it takes courage and honesty to end a relationship. I need to end a relationship with my old self, with this thing that sits on my head and says, on my shoulder and says, you're no good, Lisa. You're a loser. You always screw up. It's like, I need to end that relationship. No, I need to say no to it. When I did this self-love journey, when I started this journey, on the first time I started this journey, it was about saying, every morning I had to wake up and I had to say, nope. Not today. I am a strong, powerful, blah, blah, and I have to affirm all the good, positive things that I wanted to feel. And then that little, 5 minutes later, that little thing would be like, yeah, but, and I'm like, nope, not today. And then I would have to affirm. So we got to end even that relationship with this old self. So, and this takes courage and honesty to end a relationship with friends, loved ones, or a work relationships. Sometimes it may appear easier to let the relationship die from lack of attention rather than risk ending it. So we do this passive aggressive thing and we we stop participating. That's one way to do it, but it's not a strong, empowered, direct, honest way to do things, right? So sometimes it may appear easier to let the other person take responsibility for ending the relationship. I definitely was in relationships like that where I was like, okay, this guy is obvious, and then I would have to be the one to end it because, and I wasn't always good at that even then, but if that person was not ending the relationship, they were doing this passive aggressive thing. So, we may be tempted to take a passive approach. Instead of saying how we feel, what we want or don't want, or what we intend to do, we may begin sabotaging a relationship, hoping to force the other person to do the difficult work. So this is not honest, this is not empowering, this is not a direct, this is not, none of those things. We want to stand strong in our own skin, on our own 2 feet. So this is what this whole, journey is about. So those are ways to end a relationship, but they are not the cleanest or easiest ways even. As we walk this path of self-care and self-love and self-assertiveness and owning our power and our shit, as we walk this path of self-care, we learn that when it is time to end a relationship, the easiest way is one of honesty and directness. We are not being loving, gentle, or kind by avoiding the truth if we know the truth. Now, knowing the truth, that's getting honest with myself. I remember way back when, maybe 4 years ago, and I remember saying to people, oh my God, I was honest with myself for the first time. I used to be like, oh, that's okay, or this doesn't bother me, such a people pleaser. So getting honest with ourselves first has got to be key, and then we can be honest and direct with the environment around us, right? We are not sparing the other person's feelings by sabotaging the relationship, instead of accepting the end or the change and doing something about it. I just got out of a really bad relationship prior to another really bad relationship prior to that one. But it took me, and the really, really bad one, the other person had to end it. I couldn't do it. And so this last time I was able to finally, I had to pray for it. I prayed to God and asked God to make it clear and easy what I'm supposed to do. It was so brutal. I knew I was being abused. I knew, it all of a sudden came to me and I knew all of that. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? Because I was so not trained in ending something bad for me. And I prayed and I was finally able to cut the cord, and just clean slate end it. And the beautiful thing is, when I had to go through a process that wasn't easy the first, I wasn't able to do it, and I was almost able to do it, and then I still was that much closer to be able to do it, and then I was able to accept it when it was done in a different way, and then finally I was able to do it myself. And when I was able to finally do it myself, newness comes in, beautiful comes in. It's you finally reach a mountain, and then a new level. So, yes. So anyways, blah. So when we walk this path of self-care, we learn that when it is time to end a relationship, the easiest way is honesty and directness. We are not being loving, gentle, or kind by avoiding the truth if we know the truth. We are not sparing another person's feelings by sabotaging a relationship instead of accepting or ending the change and doing something about it. We are prolonging and increasing pain and discomfort. If we know it's done and we know the truth, by just letting it in a passive aggressive way, that's not helping the other person, that's not helping yourself. It's actually increasing pain and discomfort. So if we don't know, if we're on the fence, it is more loving and honest to say that. We got to state where we're at in each moment. We got to be honest with ourselves and be honest with people around us. If we know it is time to terminate the relationship, we say that. Endings are never easy. Loss is loss. Like, even if it's a bad relationship, I've in the past, it still was a loss, and there was still grief around it. So ending isn't easy. But endings are not made easy by sabotaging, indirectness, and lying about what we want and need to do. So it's not easy. So instead we're like, oh, I'm going to sabotage it, be indirect and lie. That's not how it goes. That's not the best way to do it. So we need to say what you need to say in honesty and in love when it is time. If we are trusting and listening to ourselves, we will know what to say and when to say it. So we got to get strong in ourselves. We got to be standing in our truth. We got to stand in our truth and then speak our truth. And we got to know the truth for ourselves by doing the work on ourselves, by learning how to speak what's the truth inside of us out to the world, by getting vulnerable, by getting brave and courageous to share your truth. And I'm telling you, no matter what it looks like on the inside and you're scared, and when you do it, I promise you, you're going to feel empowered and you're going to feel better, and you're going to learn that, oh, that was easier than I thought. And then when you start to be able to let go of the bad, goodness can come in. Promise you. Okay, here's your prayer for today. Today, I will remember that honesty and directness will increase my self-esteem. God, help me let go of my fear about owning my power to take care of myself in all my relationships. We get scared. Well, I got scared to take care of myself. I was scared. I didn't want to, I wasn't used to it. I didn't know what it was going to look like. So it scared me because there was an unknown. But the self-esteem and goodness comes from it. So one more time. Today, I will remember that honesty and directness will increase my self-esteem. God, help me let go of my fear about owning my power to take care of myself in all my relationships. Freaking man. Love you all. Thanks for watching.